And into what brought down a contractor plane from Nellis Air Force Base into a neighborhood is underway. Right now, we know the pilot, who was the only person on board, was killed. The NTSB has also taken over the investigation.
And we have complete coverage with depth and also context for you tonight. So let's get to 13 Investigates reporter Joe Bartels. He is live near Christie Lane and Lake Mead Boulevard here to start us off. Joe.
Yeah, Todd, Tricia, still hours after this plane went down, a very active scene. Take a live look right now. We are learning much more about the plane and where exactly that aircraft came down.
Military personnel running at the scene, a very rare sight in a northeast Las Vegas neighborhood that's used to seeing military might in the air.
It was low. I've never heard one that's fly that low before.
How low would you say it was flying?
Oh, I'd say about 1,000 feet off the ground.
My dog was freaking out. He was like running around the house, like going crazy by the windows. And I'm like, what's wrong? And he's just like, he just kept running by the windows, by the doors. We let him out and he tried to run down the street and like towards this way. And then my dad, he's like, hey, a plane just crashed down the street.
Video from the scene shows the immediate aftermath. People rushing over to the burning jet that fell from the sky. It happened just seconds from Nellis Air Force Base property. Authorities say the unidentified pilot died.
Yeah, so we're spotters. We go out to Nellis every day, and right now there's a training exercise here. So we were catching all the fighter jets coming in the land, and it happened.
Anthony Milano was in the area watching the air power. He has a still camera with a long lens to capture the planes, but then the attention turned to the ground as fire personnel rushed off the base into the nearby neighborhood to help.
Right after he came down, they immediately had ambulances and fire engines coming out of Nellis Air Force Base.
I spoke with the homeowner of where the plane crashed. He confirmed he was at home at the time and is still too shaken up to talk about it. Video shows there was major fire and structural damage.
This is the first for me. I've seen news reports from this stuff, but I've never had this in person, actually being at the scene of the crash.
No other passengers were on board that military contractor aircraft. The NTSB is one of the agencies handling this investigation. Reporting live, Joe Bartels, 13 Action News.
Joe, thank you. And the plane was owned and piloted by Draken US. It's a French fighter and attack aircraft. Now, these types of planes are used at Nellis to conduct combat training. They also act as aggressor aircraft to help train pilots. The company released a statement saying, our thoughts and prayers go out to the people and families affected by this event. We are doing everything in our power to assist them in this time of need, and we are working closely with federal, state, and local authorities. Draken US is also cooperating with investigating agencies to determine what led to this tragic accident.
And also retired Nellis Brigadier General Robert Novotny was the first to tell us that he believed the plane was a contracted plane. Well, Nellis didn't confirm that about 30 minutes later, and General Novotny also says the plane involved in this crash, but more than likely did not have one of those black boxes on board.
And by and large, a lot of them don't have the black boxes unless they were modified after purchase. So the chances are there's not going to be that kind of data available. However, if the wreckage is conducive, our accident investigations team across the United States are fantastic at recreating what they think happened. And so I'm confident that they will find out the cause of this crash eventually.
General Novotny there also saying that investigators are likely in the data collecting stages right now. And we do have much more on the crash, including a history of the company, more interviews with witnesses, and also the latest from investigators. Just visit our website at ktnv.com.
And we will also have the latest developments tomorrow on Good Morning America and Good Morning Las Vegas. That starts at 4:30. ABC's Good Morning America will also be live from the scene during GMA, which starts at 7 a.m. right here on Channel 13.